Okay, so hi everyone. Today we will be starting with the example session on metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals was an important chapter. There is a lot that could be asked and I will give you a lot of question to practice. So let's get into it. Which of the following properties is not a characteristic of metals? Alright, so which of the following properties? High electrical conductivity, ductility, brittleness, malleability. Brittleness is not a property of metals. What is brittleness? Brittleness, able to break. Break, brittle. Break, brittle. Which metal is used to make electric wires due to high electrical conductivity? Copper, silver, iron, aluminium. The answer is copper, although aluminium is also used. Okay, so but widely used copper, Cu. Cheap copper. Okay, which non-metal is essential for combustion and respiration? Which non-metal? Alright, how am I breathing? How am I respiring? How am I alive right now? Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen. Which one? Of course, it's oxygen. Okay, where do we use nitrogen? We use nitrogen for fertilizers. And another thing, for packaging. Carbon. We use carbon for petrol, fuel, energy, for food, everything is carbon. Hydrogen is also used as fuel. Hydrogen can be used for making green energy. All right. Come for which non-metal is commonly used in pencils? All right. Which non-metal? I told you. Okay. So this metal is also a good conductor of heat and electricity. All right. This non-metal is graphite. This non-metal is graphite. Sulfur, no. Phosphorus is used in matches. Sulfur is used in firecracker. Oxygen is used to respire, breathe. Graphite is used in pencils. Lead pencil. Lead. What is lead? Graphite. The process of gradual destruction of metals by the action of air, moisture or chemicals is called what? Corrosion. What is the other name of corrosion? Rusting. Alright, oxidation, reduction, combustion, not all that. Rusting. What best describes corrosion? Rusting. Alright. Which of the following is not a method to prevent corrosion of metals? Like, there are so many options that can be used to prevent corrosion. Only one of these is not the correct option, okay, for preventing of corrosion. So painting, yes, we do painting so that the surface is not in contact with moisture and air. Galvanizing, yeah, galvanizing is zinc. Always remember which metal? Zinc and iron. Zinc is deposited over iron. Alloying, exposing to air. If we expose it to air, then we are exposing it to more corrosion. Bronze. What is bronze? Bronze is an alloy. Alloy of what? Copper and zinc. Copper and zinc. You remember brass? What was that? Cu and tin. Copper and tin. Brass. What is bronze? Copper and zinc. What was bronze used for? Statues, coins in earlier days, decorative pieces, utensils. What not was made with bronze? All right. Which alloy is commonly used in making aircraft bodies? Stainless steel, brass, duralumin, bronze. Why duralumin? Because it is lightweight. And why not steel? It is heavy. It is strong, but it is heavy. Brass as well, bronze, these will break. Duralumin, it is strong, it is lightweight, Alright, so we can use duralumin. Now, which of the following compounds is not an important compound of sodium? What do I mean by not important? What do I mean by non-important? It is not used in commercial purposes in everyday life. Alright, it is not that important. So sodium chloride is salt. I told you what salt you eat, it is NaCl. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH. It is also important. Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Remember this formula. Okay, this is also important. This is used in bleaching powder, your baking soda and all that. You can eat a cake due to this only. Okay, you have cakes at home. This is due to Na2CO3 only. Sodium nitrate. This is the correct option. It is not that important. Okay. Now, which metal is more reactive than hydrogen in the reactivity series? If we go back to reactivity series, okay, I will show you there were a lot of metals and I told you to remember that reactivity series. This will help you in displacement reactions. Alright. So, copper, iron, gold, potassium. You remember copper and gold were least reactive. Copper and gold, least reactive. Okay, so they are way less reactive than hydrogen. Okay, what is more reactive? Iron, potassium. Okay, both iron and potassium and iron as well. They are both more reactive than hydrogen. Alright, potassium is the most reactive. Which metal is used in galvanization to protect iron from rusting? Which metal? Aluminium, copper, lead? No, zinc. Galvanization, the first thing that comes to your mind should be zinc. Okay, whenever I use galvanization on anything, even apart from iron, okay, it is involving zinc. Why zinc? It is shiny, it protects the surface, alright, it is strong, everything. Our body needs zinc as well. Okay, if for males, if we have zinc, we have a better health. Okay, we have a better testosterone, our hormones are healthier. Okay, these ions are also required by the human body. Iron for hemoglobin, zinc, magnesium, calcium for bones. Alright, so I'm not saying eat the metal, but there are multivitamins, tablets, eat a good diet, eat good food. Which property of metals allows them to be drawn into wires? Okay, what is the property that allows metals like copper, aluminium to be drawn into fine wires? Even gold for that matter. Have you seen chains? It is kind of a wire only. Alright, so malleability, ductility, conductivity, luster. Ductility. Metals are ductile. Okay. Which non-metal is commonly used as a fertilizer? Alright, I have told you this before as well. This non-metal is also used in chips, packages, to preserve food. Alright, this is nitrogen. Where is phosphorus used? Matches, matchbox, firecracker. Oxygen, to we all know. Which non-metal is responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer? This is an important question. What is causing depletion of the ozone layer? Okay, this is chlorine. Okay, carbon monoxide, even carbon for that matter. We can also add carbon over here. Okay, so carbon monoxides and all those gases, they are depleting the ozone layer. Which metal is used in the construction of bridges due to its high strength? Okay, which metal is used in the construction of bridges due to its high strength? It's iron. I told you it's very hard, it's very strong. Okay, which non-metal is a major component of natural gas? Also, before we come to that, let's go back to this question. How does chlorine deplete the ozone layer? I'll tell you how. Remove carbon for that matter. Just chlorine. Chlorofluorocarbons. The compounds formed with chlorine and fluorine and these carbon compounds that are released from your ACs, from your cars, alright, they go into the atmosphere, they are depleting the ozone layer. Okay. What does ozone layer do? It protects us from the harmful UV rays of the sun. Which non-metal is a major component of natural gas? What is natural gas? It is methane, CH4. Okay, this is a formula. Natural gas, where is it used? To burn as fuel. This is natural gas. Okay, which non-metal? Hydrogen. See, this is a major component. Carbon is there, but hydrogen is more. Alright, so yeah. Now we come to stainless steel. Stainless steel is an alloy of iron, chromium, and I told you to remember the compositions thoroughly. Alright, nickel. Stainless steel is iron, chromium, and nickel. What was steel? Iron and carbon. What was aluminium? Aluminium is just a metal. Zinc, copper, no, some alloy of aluminium. Duralumin. Okay, duralumin. Now for zinc, it was bronze. Alright, it was bronze. Copper and zinc form bronze. Which metal is used in the filament of an electric bulb? Have you seen an electric bulb? Of course you have. Not the LEDs nowadays. Okay, the old filament bulb. Okay, so it has two rods going like this and some filament over here, and this used to shine like anything. Okay, so when this used to get very hot, bulb used to shine. Bulb used to be emitting light. What was this material, this filament, made up of? It was made up of tungsten. Tungsten is a metal that has a very high boiling point. Okay, melting point, sorry. Very high melting point. What do I mean by high melting point? It can go to a very high temperature and not melt. It will not melt. Okay. Generally metals, when they reach a very high temperature, they can melt. But tungsten does not, and it gives out, since it is very hot, it gives light. Which non-metal is a poor conductor of heat and electricity? Okay, this is an important question. The poorest conductor of heat and electricity is sulfur. Over here, sulfur, not carbon. Carbon, of course, it does not conduct electricity, but graphite does. Oxygen can also conduct electricity. Phosphorus to burns only. Sulfur is also used in firecrackers, but it is produced. Alright, so sulfur over here. Which metal is used in the production of coins? Okay, nowadays, which coins? Okay, silver. There was this case in, I don't know, Turkey or something. So I won't name that person, but they had a lot of silver going on in their currency. This was way back. Okay, so one guy, he found out that there was silver in their coins. So he collected coins from all over the city, all over the country, and he melted it and he sold it for a profit. Alright. Which non-metal is essential for the formation of organic compounds? Which non-metal is essential? Organic. The key word here is organic. Organic means carbon, always. Organic chemistry, carbon. Something is organic, it is grown, it is carbon. Organic food, it is grown outside, it is not processed in factories. Okay, so carbon. Which metal is used in making electric cables due to its low electrical resistance? Over here in these options, it is aluminium. Okay, had there not been aluminium and had there been copper and other things, then copper. Okay, but aluminium as well. Aluminium is also used due to its low electrical resistance. Okay, which non-metal is used in the manufacture of safety matches? Which non-metal? Phosphorus. Okay, now which metal is used for galvanization to protect steel from corrosion? It is zinc. Nickel was used in stainless steel as an alloy. Copper has a lot of alloys, it is used in electricity and all. Aluminium as well. Which non-metal is responsible for causing acid rain? Again, if you remember, I told you about acid rain. What all acids are coming down when it rains? Why? When water reacts with non-metal salts, non-metal oxides, which are acidic in nature. This makes acid rain come down. It is also dangerous to life. Insects die, animals die, frogs, tadpoles and all, they will die when acid is mixed in the water. Fish die. Alright, so it is important that pollution level stays less, and so that acid rain does not harm our monuments, the life on earth. Alright, so which non-metal? Carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. Sulfur. Even nitrogen oxides, but sulfur is the prime constituent of acid rain. Okay, brass. What is brass? Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Always remember zinc. This question: which of the following metals is not magnetic? Okay, aluminium. Aluminium is non-magnetic. Alright, take a magnet to your aluminium foil, it will not attract. Which non-metal is present in an all organic compound? Okay, so carbon is present in all organic compounds. Which metal is used in making jewelry due to luster and rarity? What do I mean by rarity? Rarity. It is a rare metal, not easily obtainable. Rare. Luster means shine. What is rare and shines, and it is a metal? It is gold. Okay, gold. Even silver for that matter. Okay, copper no, and iron no. Which non-metal is a major component of Earth's atmosphere? Okay, so come over here. Supposedly this is the Earth. Okay, this is the Earth. Here we have what? Atmosphere surrounding my Earth. Okay, surrounding this whole space, this whole atmosphere has what? Carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, other gases. Which is the maximum? 71%. This is nitrogen. More than 71, to be honest. Nitrogen. Which metal is used in making electrical wires because of its low cost and moderate conductivity? Okay, which metal is used in making electrical wires because of its low cost? The keyword here is low cost. Okay, we know two metals that are used in making electrical wires: copper, aluminium. But which is the one with lowest cost and moderate conductivity? Okay, if you see you go to an electrical shop and you ask for wires, that wire will be 90% made up of 90% chance it will be made up of copper. Why? Because copper is low cost, it is very conductive, and it also conducts heat, but it is easily available. So copper, not aluminium. Aluminium will be expensive. Which non-metal is used in production of fertilizers and explosive? Okay, so now you might get confused, like fertilizers as well, explosives as well. Have you heard of TNT? Dynamite. Okay, a dynamite. Let's go TNT. Okay, this goes boom. What is N for? Nitro. Just try nitrotoluene. Try nitrotoluene. Okay, so it has nitrogen. Fertilizers also have nitrogen. So what is the answer? Nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen. Always remember. Bronze is an alloy of copper and zinc. Okay. Which metal is commonly used as a catalyst in the Haber process for the production of ammonia? Which metal is commonly used as a catalyst in the Haber process for production of ammonia? The production of ammonia is called Haber process. Ammonia, NH3. Okay. What is used as catalyst? Catalyst will be given over the arrow. Catalyst. What does a catalyst do? Catalyst promotes the reaction. It makes it faster. Okay. More efficient. What is the catalyst in this process of N plus H3 going to NH3? Iron. Which non-metal is a good conductor of electricity when in molten or aqueous state? Okay, so this is an important question. We all know non-metals do not conduct electricity, but as an exception, when it is in the molten state, what do I melted? Melted state, it will conduct electricity. Which one is this? Chlorine. It will conduct. Which metal is used in making aircraft bodies due to its lightweight and high strength? Aluminium. Aluminium. Which non-metal is responsible for the greenhouse effect? Carbon, CO2, CO. These are increasing the temperature. Why increasing the temperature? Because Earth has this blanket of atmosphere that does not allow gases to escape, and since more and more of heat and these gases are going into the atmosphere, it is not able to escape and it is increasing the temperature of the earth. Okay, so that is global warming. And how? Greenhouse effect, greenhouse gases, greenhouses. Okay, it is increasing the temperature. Which metal is used in making cooking utensils due to its high thermal conductivity? Okay, cooking utensils, copper, even aluminium. These have high thermal conductivity, high electrical conductivity. That is why they are used. Okay, so you can say copper, you can say aluminium, aluminium foil. Which non-metal is used in the production of glass and ceramics? You know the composition of glass that we see. What if I tell you it has sand in it? Sand plus silicon. Okay. If I heat this to a very high level, it will become glass. Okay. Imagine. So silicon is used in glass. Ceramics, what do I mean by ceramics? Have you seen those glass plant holders, colorful pots? Ceramic works. That is all through glass. They can break. Which of the following metals is not solid at room temperature? This is an important question. Mark this as important. metals are solid. All right, only one metal is liquid, mercury. Have you seen that thermometer with mercury inside it? Okay. Okay. Mercury is inside this tube. Okay. And it will rise as temperature rises, falls as temperature falls. It is toxic, poisonous. Okay, it has poison, it has everything like this, so you cannot consume it. Even if it falls on your hand, it will be a poison for you. Okay, so mercury is not good for you. Earlier it was coming out that fish has a lot of mercury. Okay, due to pollution and all, eating fish can give you mercury inside your body and it can toxicate you. Okay, so mercury is liquid at room temperature. That is what I want to say. Most malleable metal. Most malleable. What is the easiest beaten metal that can be gotten into sheets and all? Gold. Gold. Gold can be beaten into thin sheets. Which of the following metal is suggested to be stored submerged in kerosene? I told this to you in the lectures. Sodium, Na, is stored in kerosene. Why? If we leave it like this, it will react with air and catch fire. Heat, a lot of heat will be produced. Okay, sodium is very reactive. It ranks very high in the reactivity series. Okay, so it always exists with compounds, and if it's in the pure state, we have to keep it in kerosene. Which metal is suitable to hold an acid in its vessel? Now we all know that metals react with acids. So if I have a metal container, how will I store acid in it? It will burn. But not all metals. Okay, what if the metal ranks below hydrogen on the reactivity table? Acids have hydrogen. If I have a metal that is below hydrogen, it will not react to acid and hydrogen will not come out. Okay, it will not form a compound. This is Cu, copper. Okay, copper ranks below hydrogen. It is less reactive. One of the least reactive metals out there is copper. A non-metal having luster. What is luster? Shine. Iodine. Iodine is a non-metal having shine. This is exception. Non-metals don't shine. Remember I told you, but iodine does. Okay. The good conductor of electricity is diamond, graphite, carborundum, phosphorus. We all know it is graphite. Graphite is the exception. That is a good conductor of electricity. Iron rusts faster when exposed to what? Iron rusts faster when it exposed to moist air. You can say, you would have said dry air. No, it needs water plus O2. It needs both. Okay, so it needs moist air. Which of the following is not suggested to prevent metals from corrosion? Not suggested. Greasing, electroplating, dipping metal in salt solution. Alright, which one? Greasing is oil, so it will prevent corrosion. Painting, electroplating, dipping in metal salt solution. Okay, this will not prevent corrosion, it can still cause corrosion. Okay, metal present in brass and bronze is, what is the common metal? Cu. Pick the odd one out. Bronze, titanium, solder, gunmetal. Titanium. Why titanium? All these are alloys. All the rest are alloys. Okay. So I hope you liked this lecture and hope it was helpful for you.